All right. Final topic, and I'm really, really glad we're saving this for last.
Kidding.
Man, what the fuck? All right. So, the Time magazine breastfeeding picture. Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it. I loved it.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Thank you, Time.
I have a lot to
Thank
say.
you.
I have a lot to say about this.
Okay.
And I'm not afraid to say it.
Do it.
Because I'm sure that what I'm saying is correct. Now, when you are someone's child, after a certain point, your actions go from being a mother-child relationship to being sexual. That's my opinion on this. Meaning, when you're a little kid and you're like 2 years old and your dad kisses you on the mouth, on the lips, oh, my baby, mwah, hi. By the time you're 6, that's sexual. You shouldn't be kissing your parent on the mouth.
Yes.
I don't like it.
Yes.
So, thank you. So, this breastfeeding picture, to me, is sexual. Meaning, there's a 6 year. Is he 6 or 4? I don't fucking care.
Right.
He's too old. When I saw it,
he's
to me,
wearing like adult shoes. And stuff.
absolutely, absolutely.
He had like hiking shoes on.
Yeah, it might be your husband. No, I don't know. Seriously, he is of the age that to me makes it sexual. He's sucking her tit. He's sucking his mother's tit. To me, that is like borderline molestation. Like, I'm not even joking. I think it's almost molestation. Now, okay. Going into the deeper sort of crux of this argument, I saw an interview with the mother where she said, you know what, it's not for everyone. People have been doing this for years, which, by the way, was the Alicia Silverstone argument when she fucking mouth-fed her child because she's a lunatic. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, that's a whole other hour-long thing.
That was last week's podcast.
It.
But anyway, so she goes, you know what? It's not for everyone. People have been doing it for years. People, like, there were slaves for years. Yeah. Nobody does that shit anymore.
People in vans without windows do that shit for years.
Yeah. It's like you can't use tradition to justify an argument that is not justified.
No, absolutely.
I mean, what? No, not well. No, the tradition
not
is
in
not
this case at all.
Look, there are certain traditions that are bad, and this is one of them. I mean, first of all, I'm not even into this whole you should breastfeed your child argument. I think it's like obnoxious. Like, mind your own fucking business. What I do with my tits are my fucking business. And if I don't want my baby sucking on my fucking nipple, then I don't want that. And by the way, I think it's kind of weird. I don't want my baby on my nipple. Like, it's weird to me. And I'm allowed to say that because it's my fucking boob.
Yeah.
Like, you do what you want with your fucking boob, and I'll do what I want with my boob. And also,
separation of boob and state.
Absolutely. And this, and also another argument to this is this mother,
It's true.
Oh man. Listen, this is a very serious discussion. Okay. This mother, I mean, her child is on the cover of a magazine. When he looks back,
absolutely.
There are
That's
pictures
disturbing.
of me.
That's
I said to my mother, I go, Mom, I don't like when these parents take pictures, let their kids run around naked on the beach. And my mom says, I know. I never let you do that. I never let you do that. When you were a kid, you never did that. You never ran around naked. I think it's horrible. You're absolutely right. It's horrible. So I go, thank you for saying that. I've got the greatest mom ever. So then one day I start looking through my pictures and I find one of me totally fucking naked with sunglasses on, posing naked. I go, Mom, what is this? Oh, that was one picture of you naked. Don't be ridiculous. And then I find like 10 more of me naked, and I'm like, Mom, I'm like 5. Oh. No, like, it was ridiculous. And she goes,
like,
listen.
17. It was really disturbing.
She goes, listen, honey, you never like to wear clothes, all right? You didn't like it, and I'm not going to fight with you. You don't want to wear clothes. You want to be naked, be naked. It's not my problem. I'm like, all right, Mom, whatever. But anyway, the point is this, all right? Here's the point. I'm not fucking on the cover of Time magazine sucking my mom's tit. That's weird and gross and disgusting. Yeah. And this woman who's like, it's arguable. Listen, not everything in life is arguable. Sometimes you are objectively incorrect.
That's true.
Thank you.
Yay.
I I mean, the kid's like on a stool sucking her nipple.
But it was the look he was given too. Like he kind of got that it was like a little weird.
Totally weird.
Yeah, because he's all, I'm sucking on this, and there's a camera. Like, enjoy.
Yeah.
Jealous?
And then she goes, "We're really, yeah,
that was like the look, jealous.
yeah." And then she goes, "We're really into attachment parenting," and I'm like, "You're psychotic." Like
sleeping with the kid too.
Sleeping with him.
Sleeping with the kid. You got your own bed. It's
Oh
called
yeah.
a crib.
She's gonna go. We like to spoon. It's not for everyone, but I like to spoon my son. Like, what's the problem? We spoon. Oh my God, who cares? Oh, so disgusting, right? I mean, just gross. Ugh.
It was disturbing.
It really reminded me of the Elisa Silverstone thing where she chewed the food and spit it in her son's mouth, and then she posted it on YouTube. She chewed up her food, and then she took the chewed food from her mouth and spit it into her son's mouth.
Like an infant?
Yes. And she goes, it's like a bird thing. That's what the birds do. And by the way, birds do that because they can't fucking hold the food in their fucking claw and give it to the other bird.
Use a fork.
Fuck you, Alicia Silverstone. Yeah. Or use a fork. Like, really. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just grow my bush out and sit on rocks. How about that? Like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Because we're still in the fucking Stone Ages. We don't have forks and we don't have the ability to fucking shave our bushes. Why not? Like, right? I mean, it's ridiculous. Are we back in the fucking Stone Age? Because if we are, I'd like to know. I really would. I'd like to know because I would like to just figure out how I need to behave so I can just chew my food up and spit it into my child's mouth. What the fuck? Right? And then this kid, it's like and this is how you know she's fucking psychotic, because she posts it on YouTube. She's so proud of herself. It's not for everyone, but we know it's right. No, it's not right. You're psychotic enough.
Keep it in your pants. Keep it at your house.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, even if you want to do that, it's borderline bad enough when I don't know about it. But now I know about it.
You know what? On the next, I'm going to create like a wackadoodle podcast section, like wackadoodle of the week. Like, who does this? And
like the tanning chick.
Oh, well, the tanning chick's just mentally ill, you know? Like, I don't
totally.
The tanning chick, I don't, I'm not into commenting on her. Like, they commented on her on The View and stuff. It's like when someone's mentally ill, it's sort of like poking what's the expression when you like pick on the easy target?
Kick them when they're down.
No, I don't think that's it. It's like an easy
candy from a baby.
I don't know. Look,
picking on an easy target.
Yeah, picking on an easy target. Yeah, it's just like she's mentally ill. Like, obviously, if
you just think this other chick is just douchey.
Yes.
She's just,
I think she's capable of changing her mind and like thinking rationally, and yet she's like putting food in her child's mouth.
How much do you think she got for that article? Probably a lot.
I'm not sure.
Do they even pay? They'll just come out and like come to your house and like talk about how weird you are.
I don't know if they pay. There's something called checkbook journalism where it's sort of like against the rules to pay your subjects.
Payola.
But that's different. But yeah, the same sort of immoral vein. But yeah, I don't know if they paid her, but she might get subsequent, deals based on it. But she's as I said, a total fucking wackadoodle. And Time Magazine, I give them a lot of fucking credit just from a journalistic standpoint, because that picture is brilliant. Like, it reminds me of when they, I don't know if it was Time who did this, but someone, maybe us, who cares, interviewed Roger Ebert when he was ill, and they took a close-up of his face. And they put it on the cover, and he's like, disturbing. It was disturbing. And they asked Roger Ebert, what'd you think of the cover? Were you bothered that they did such a close-up? And he said, no, it's good journalism. I would never fault them for that, And he said, I'm not a pretty boy anymore, but I never really was. So I thought, it's good journalism, but it doesn't change the fact the mother's fucking insane.
Sensationalist, though, isn't it?
Well, sensationalist implies that you're sort of like lying, I think. No?
How important of an issue do you think it is?
No?
That it's on the cover of Time. Like, I associate that with being like something that's like random, like moderately important.
I think that it's so important because there's a huge breastfeeding debate, and I also think there's like, and it's sort of grouped in with like all the parental issues. Like I'm not saying it's like an abortion issue, but there's so much like parenting stuff that's circling the news. So it's sort of like the breastfeeding advocates were really annoyed by this because they want to encourage breastfeeding, and so they felt that this cover deterred it. Like, you see breastfeeding is unhealthy by using the most unhealthy version and thereby like convincing people against breastfeeding. Listen, do whatever you want with your tits. Like I really don't. I could not give less of a shit what you choose. Listen, you really think breastfeeding is what's going to make a child like? How many parents are fucking terrible? Like breastfeeding is the crux of every child's problem. Oh, your child is fucking throwing his shit everywhere because you didn't breastfeed him. That's the reason. That's the reason he's like profanity, like cursing at everyone who walks by.
You locked him under the bed for 4 years.
Yeah. It's because you fucking didn't whip your tit out and breastfeed him.
Yeah, that's a great point, but you didn't have to take your tit out to make it.
Yeah. No. I am not naked. All right. Thank you for joining us for this week's podcast.
It's been fun.
It has been. Thank you to my staff.
Yeah.
You have a staff.
The only time in my life I can say that. It's been wonderful. Go to the dishmaster.com every single day of your life. In fact, set it as your homepage, so every time you open your browser, you're at the Dishmaster.